Alrighty, I wanted to do a trade recap for today, Thursday. I actually went in a little earlier in the pre-market because I saw an opportunity that I usually don't see. I wasn't really watching the market overnight. I worked last night. I did see a couple opportunities that I missed. Like I could have entered into this trade here and entered into this trade here. Um, I've mentioned before, I'm not really doing a whole bias thing anymore. I don't focus on it. Overall, I see the direction of the market and keep that behind, but I don't really focus too much on a bias because you could trade up and down and consolidation if you wanted, all within the same um, session. So it doesn't really matter. What I saw this morning when I opened up my computer, I saw London had a low here at 538 and I saw liquidity taking place. In my mind, I saw this as liquidity because while I saw this green, dark green candle as a down candle, I saw this massive light green candle as up. And so this displacement, this shift of a small is the trickery because clearly the candles are going down, right? But seeing this large one made me think we're going to go up. And then I just kind of created an order block here, waited for price to tap in, which it did here, and I entered into my top step. I got nervous with this candle here, and I remember thinking about the 830 market candle here, and I thought this was pretty interesting too. Um, just the fact that the way the candle looked, I guess. Either way, had this big move and like no retracement. So I stayed in this top step trade until I hit, and it did not take out Asia high, which was odd. But the same thing happened yesterday where it did not take out Asia low, so that was odd too. It came up here, didn't take out Asia high, so once price started to show that it was ready to reverse somewhere over here, I took it out. There are no executions for this trade because I took it on top step, so it's there. And then of course, trading being what it is, you can also trade the opposite. So if you're married to a particular bias, your bias will likely pop up. So you can see that I did actually take this trade on trade of 8. I entered here. Always trying to keep up with like my fair value guys, my order blocks, and just where I see consequent encroachment or I see wicks that could be traded into halfway point. I entered into this trade. I wish I would have entered in a little bit earlier because one, this was liquidity right here in my mind. Two, um, two, this is sort of a consolidation here where all the bodies are kind of lined up. I love seeing this. When I see like 3 or 4 bodies lined up like this, in my mind, I already know we're going down. There's this large up candle here, but again, 3 or 4 bodies lined up like this. I could have actually entered in probably closer to here or taken my chances up here, but I did not. I ended up entering here and wasn't in for a whole bunch. I entered in just 2 contracts, got out at one, and then got out at the final one again when I hit this area because I was thinking about what was I thinking about? I was thinking about some like an empty space that had not been filled. I shouldn't have moved my. There was a space, I can't think of where it was. I kept thinking, oh, price is gonna want to come and fill that. And it did, but now I can't think of where the space was. Either way, price came down, did that. And then I got out before this candle started going up. And then I saw, hey, it's kind of respecting this. We may end up going back down and maybe going a little bit lower, who knows. But then price started to respect this gap pretty well. And again, this is a very long, large, light green candle. This is a dark green candle. And I'm looking at this as an order block. And I'm seeing this really nice candle. And I'm seeing this candle dip here with the really long wick and the body starts to show upward. In my mind, I was like, okay, this is going to be bullish. I did not take this trade. I ended up doing other things. I'm actually about to go to bed because I worked last night. But this would have been a solid trade to take up. The other reason why I didn't take this trade was because I kept thinking, to where am I going to take this trade from like here to London? To me, that wasn't much of a move. Even if it was to Asia, in my head, somehow I didn't calculate this well. And I thought this is still not much of a move. It is a significant move, to be honest. And granted, price did definitely exceed Asia high, which was previous day all-time high. Well, early this morning all-time high. So yeah, overall, oh, this trade that I took here was 200, 222 down here. So yeah, decent trade for Thursday.